Hello guys, so since we have that RC excavator, I thought it was probably about time that we try and make the trailer wide enough so we could actually drive it up on it. This is also a problem with the PC400 model that we have. We never actually got it wide enough, although now the PC400 is sort of broken half. The plastic 3D printed part in the middle of it failed, so we have to replace that as well. But anyway, for this trailer, I've just 3D printed these just simple little extension pieces. Maybe they're a little too thin. They're probably a little bit too thin in some places there. You can see a piece is broken out there. That is where the support pieces, the little legs that support the piece being printed, got a bit too close there and it just turned into one. That is probably more because I had 4 of these pretty tightly spaced on the print bed, so they probably just were a little bit too close. If I'd printed it at maybe a 45-degree angle, the support material might not have just been so tight. So the idea with these was that there's a little groove here, you can't see, there's a little, well, it's a slot here, and this section is supposed to slot in there on both sides. That stops it going forward and backwards, and then we can just get a bolt in the center here. So I have these little M2 bolts. Just got this little pack on AliExpress. You get them pretty cheap, so I'm finding they are pretty handy things to have, especially when you're able to 3D print parts. So if I put this in here, okay, so there's those pieces on. The nuts and bolts not tightened, crazy tight. This is supposed to be something that you would put on and take off pretty easily. So that's actually pretty good there. I'd say that would do all we need really. So I printed another 2 of these for the front here. I didn't really measure it up. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to print anything any bigger, so I just printed another pair of these for the front. Really, it would be ideal to have one that ran back to here probably, but I actually thought that this piece would fit into the slot up here, but as you can see, it just slides past it, doesn't actually stop there. So that's not ideal, but we'll mount them in it anyway just to see how it would even work with the excavator. Oh, it seems to be struggling on this side. There's actually a piece of support material still on this here. If we break that off, we should be able to work. So that should be better now. Yeah, so that's fitting in where it's supposed to. So we should be able to get 2 bolts in here as well and just see how it fits. So it's not ideal that it's not locked into the slot, but it's actually probably stable enough. The next thing is to actually see if the RC excavator will go up onto this. So that piece, there's a lock on this part, so you see this lock here, so you let that off and that piece goes down. That fits like that. And the excavator itself will hopefully be able to sit something like that on the trailer. Whether it's able to crawl up onto that point, it probably is. have to get a battery for the controller, and we can try it out. Of course, our controller is not working as you would expect. Oh. Actually, it's probably this. I'd say I unplugged the battery. So I would have unplugged the battery just to try and prevent it getting overly discharged. So we should have control now. Okay, so here we have our excavator now. Let's see if we can. So we could do with a lot smoother control on the excavator, but it's on it, and it landed on the support that we made pretty handy. So I would say that was pretty much a success, really. It's only simple little parts, but it's enough for this job. So that's it. The 3D printed parts worked out fine. If you like that, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And yeah, that's just another little 3D print that I was trying out there. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and if you don't want to miss out on the next video, click the subscribe button below and get the bell on for notifications. A big thanks to all our patrons, sponsors, and you guys buying the PCBs for your own projects. That all helps to support the channel and keep the content coming. And speaking of content, there should be links on the screen now to a few more videos if you want to keep watching. And if you go to the channel homepage, you'll see that there are plenty of playlists there to check out. But that's all I have for today, so I'll see you in the next video.